2006, just because scientists were seeing very dramatic changes in the Arctic and thought it would be useful to have an annual synthesis and reporting of those changes. This benchmark by which changes could be evaluated was clearly a good idea, and we're seeing the benefit of that today. This year, we had a record 140 scientists from 15 nations participate in this report card. So it really is a remarkable effort, and I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who was involved in it. The editors did a magnificent job of coordinating everything. Clearly, many nations are interested in what happens in the Arctic, and I think that's for good reason. What happens in the Arctic doesn't always stay in the Arctic. We're seeing Arctic changes in the ocean and the atmosphere that affect weather patterns, for example, here in the United States. We know that melting of ice in Greenland can contribute to sea level rise around the world. And many of the biological changes that we are seeing underway sometimes affect biological systems elsewhere, for example, through migratory birds. NOAA has a very robust presence in the Arctic. This is one of the things that we are helping to coordinate, but we, and along with other partners, are very active in the Arctic. NOAA's special responsibilities include providing science services and stewardship, for example, services like weather forecasts and warnings, like we do in the lower 48, but also ice forecasts, hydrographic services and geodesic services, monitoring climate and other changes, managing fisheries and protected mammals and other endangered species, and simply promoting healthy oceans and coasts. You'll hear in more detail shortly that conditions in the Arctic are changing in both expected and in sometimes surprising ways. Last year, the Arctic saw warmer waters and record low levels of sea ice and snow. And these physical changes are in turn triggering biological changes, more above ground biomass on land, but also lower levels of production, biological production, especially at the low in the food chain in the Arctic Ocean. So again, I want to thank all of the participants in this report card and acknowledge how important it is to be working together to document and understand these changes because they have global ramifications. So I want to turn it now over to Martin Jeffries, one of the 3 editors of the report. Martin?
Thank you, Jane.